Have you ever been told that eggs are the gold standard for building muscle? The perfect protein. The one food you simply can't skip if you want strength, energy, and muscle as you age. Well, what if I told you that's not entirely true? What if there's a much cheaper, easier to digest, surprisingly powerful food sitting in your kitchen right now that can build muscle faster? Even if you're 60, 70, or 80 years old, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might just be rethinking everything you thought you knew about protein, muscle growth, and aging strong. You see, most people believe that after a certain age, building muscle just isn't possible anymore. They think it's normal to feel weaker, slower, and more tired. But the truth is, muscle loss isn't an age problem, it's a nutrition problem. The body still knows how to build muscle at 80. You just have to give it the right tools. And today I'm going to reveal one of those tools. It's not fancy, it's not expensive, but it's powerful enough to make a real difference in how you look, feel, and move, even if you've been struggling with fatigue, weakness, or low energy for years. So forget eggs for a minute. Let's talk about something your grandparents probably ate all the time, and science is finally catching up to it. I'm talking about beans. Yes, humble, simple, budget-friendly beans, lentils, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans. These tiny little powerhouses are nature's secret muscle builders, especially for seniors. Now, before you roll your eyes and think beans, come on, how can beans replace eggs? Let me explain. Because the reason beans don't get enough credit is not because they're weak in nutrition, but because we've been conditioned to think animal protein is the only way. But here's the surprising truth. Recent studies have shown that older adults who eat more plant-based protein, especially from beans and legumes, have stronger muscles, better mobility, and less inflammation than those relying mostly on meat and eggs. That's right. Beans are not just a side dish anymore. They're muscle food for every age. Let's break this down in simple terms. Your muscles need protein, of course, but they also need fiber, antioxidants, and minerals to stay strong and heal after daily wear and tear. Eggs give you protein, yes, but they lack the fiber and phytonutrients that help your body recover and reduce inflammation. Beans, on the other hand, give you protein and fiber, plus iron, magnesium, potassium, folate, and powerful plant compounds that help repair cells and boost energy production. And here's something even more exciting. The amino acid profile of beans, especially when combined with whole grains like rice or oats, becomes just as complete as animal protein. That means you get the same building blocks your muscles need without the extra cholesterol, saturated fat, or digestive stress that can come from eating too many eggs or meats. Now let's talk about what happens in your body as you age. After the age of 40, most people start losing about 3–5% of their muscle mass every decade. It's called sarcopenia. You might notice it as weaker legs, less balance, slower movement, or even a drop in metabolism. But the good news is it's not irreversible. You can absolutely rebuild muscle at 60, 70, or even 80. You just need to feed your body the right nutrients consistently. And here's where beans come in like a secret weapon. They're packed with slow digesting carbohydrates that keep your energy steady throughout the day so you're not crashing or feeling tired after a meal. That means you can move more, walk longer, and exercise without running out of steam. They also contain compounds that support gut health, and a healthy gut means better nutrient absorption. So the protein you eat actually gets used by your muscles instead of being wasted. Think about it this way. When you eat an egg, you're giving your body around 6 grams of protein. When you eat a cup of cooked lentils, you're giving it 18 grams of protein plus fiber, iron, and energy-sustaining carbs, and all of that for a fraction of the cost. So not only do beans help you build muscle faster, but they also help you save money while doing it. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but I can't eat beans. They make me bloated. That's a common issue at first, but it's not the beans, it's your gut adjusting to the fiber. If you start slow, like a few spoonfuls a day, your digestive system adapts and that discomfort disappears. In fact, over time, your gut bacteria becomes stronger, healthier, and more balanced, which helps with digestion, energy, and even mood. So if you've avoided beans in the past, give them a second chance. Your body will thank you. And here's something fascinating. Research shows that people who eat beans regularly have more lean muscle, lower body fat, and better blood sugar control. That's because the combination of protein and fiber keeps insulin levels stable. Stable insulin means your body stays in fat burning mode longer, and you don't experience those energy crashes that lead to cravings. Let me share a quick story. I once met an 82-year-old man who could still do push-ups every morning. When I asked him his secret, he said, "I eat beans and greens every single day." No supplements, no fancy diets, just consistency. He told me he grew up poor and beans were the only thing they could afford. But looking at him, you'd never guess his age. His energy was contagious. That's when it hit me. Strength isn't about expensive food or protein shakes. It's about habits and smart nutrition. The other thing people don't realize is that beans are loaded with magnesium. And magnesium is crucial for muscle contraction and relaxation. Without enough magnesium, you might experience cramps, fatigue, or even poor sleep. So if you're waking up tired or with stiff muscles, beans can help correct that naturally. Now let's talk about digestion. As we age, our stomach acid levels often drop, making it harder to digest heavy proteins like meat or eggs. That's why many seniors feel uncomfortable or bloated after a high-protein breakfast. But beans are gentler on the stomach when prepared right. Soak them, cook them well, and season them with herbs like cumin or ginger to make them even easier to digest. And don't worry, you don't need to eat a mountain of beans to see results. Just half a cup a day can make a difference. Add them to your soups, sprinkle them on salads, or blend them into dips like hummus. The key is consistency. Every single day, give your body the protein, fiber, and minerals it craves, and watch how your energy, strength, and confidence transform. Here's another powerful benefit. Beans help protect your heart. Many seniors struggle with high cholesterol, and eggs, while healthy in moderation, can still raise LDL levels in some people. Beans, however, do the opposite. They actively help lower bad cholesterol while keeping your arteries clean and flexible. That means better blood flow, more oxygen to your muscles, and a stronger heart to power every workout and walk you take. You see, building muscle isn't just about lifting weights. It's about feeding your cells the right fuel. When you eat beans regularly, you're not just building biceps. You're rebuilding your body from the inside out. You're improving circulation, balancing blood sugar, supporting your gut, and fueling your muscles all at once. It's like giving your entire body a tune-up every day. And let's not forget, beans are one of the few foods that help both your body and your mind. The slow energy release keeps your brain alert, helps you focus, and even lifts your mood. Seniors who eat more beans have been shown to experience lower rates of depression and cognitive decline. That's because your gut and brain are deeply connected. And when your gut is healthy, your brain thrives. So if you've been eating eggs every morning thinking that's the only way to get strong, it's time to rethink your strategy. Try swapping out some of those eggs for a hearty bowl of lentils or chickpeas. You can make a simple lentil soup, toss chickpeas into a salad, or mash black beans into a wrap. Every bite counts. And here's a secret. You can boost the muscle building power of beans even more by combining them with vitamin C rich foods like tomatoes, bell peppers, or citrus. Vitamin C helps your body absorb iron from beans more efficiently, which improves oxygen flow to your muscles. The more oxygen your muscles get, the stronger and more energized you feel. Now, I want you to imagine this: waking up in the morning feeling lighter, stronger, and more stable on your feet. Walking up the stairs without feeling winded. Being able to carry groceries, play with your grandkids, or move without stiffness or pain. That's what real health looks like, not just living longer, but living stronger. And it starts with small daily choices like what you put on your plate. The beauty of beans is that they're simple. They don't need fancy marketing or expensive packaging. They've been here for thousands of years, quietly fueling some of the longest living cultures in the world. From Okinawa to the Mediterranean, these people eat beans daily, and they remain active and sharp well into their 80s and 90s. That's not a coincidence. That's nutrition working at its finest. If you're serious about staying strong as you age, make beans a part of your daily routine. Don't wait until you feel weak or tired to make a change. Start today. Replace one meal, add one serving, experiment with recipes, and stay consistent. In a few weeks, you'll notice the difference. Your energy will rise, your muscles will feel firmer, your digestion will improve, and your mood will lift. And remember, your age doesn't define your strength, your choices do. Every time you choose real, natural, nutrient-dense foods like beans, you're choosing to invest in yourself. You're choosing to stay active, capable, and confident for years to come. So next time someone tells you eggs are the best food for muscle, smile and let them have their opinion. Because you'll know the truth. There's a humble little powerhouse sitting in your pantry that's working just as hard, maybe even harder, to keep you strong, fit, and full of life. It's time to stop underestimating what simple foods can do. Sometimes the best medicine isn't in a pill or powder. It's right in your kitchen, waiting to nourish you one bite at a time. So go ahead, soak those lentils, cook those beans, and fuel your body like it deserves. Because whether you're 40 or 80, your body is ready to grow, repair, and thrive. You just have to feed it the right way. If this video inspired you to rethink your meals, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Let's help more people discover that aging strong isn't about luck. It's about knowledge, consistency, and the simple choices we make every single day. And if you want more tips on staying fit, eating smart, and aging powerfully, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because we've got more powerful health insights coming your way. Stay healthy, stay strong, and never stop believing in what your body can do, no matter your age. And there's something even more fascinating that most people never talk about when it comes to beans and muscle health, especially as we age. It's the hidden power of the natural compounds found inside them the polyphenols and antioxidants that quietly protect your muscles, your cells, and even your joints from the slow damage of time. These aren't just fancy scientific words, they're the real reason some people seem to age slower, recover faster, and stay active longer than others. Most people think muscle strength is only about protein, but that's just one piece of the puzzle. What keeps your muscles truly alive and responsive is how well your cells are protected from oxidative stress. That constant, invisible attack that comes from stress, pollution, poor diet, and even normal aging. And that's where the colorful beans, the reds, blacks, browns, and greens come into play like nature's defense army. You see, every color in a bean tells a story about the nutrients hiding inside it. Those deep pigments are not just for looks, they're packed with antioxidants like anthocyanins, flavonoids, and phenolic acids, compounds that go deep into your tissues to repair microscopic damage. As you age, your body naturally produces more free radicals, unstable molecules that damage muscle fibers, slow down recovery, and make it harder for your body to build new tissue. The antioxidants in beans neutralize those free radicals before they can cause harm, allowing your muscles to recover faster, stay stronger, and perform better. Think of it like cleaning rust off a metal chain. When you clear away the damage, it moves smoothly again. That's exactly what polyphenols do inside your muscles. Now imagine this happening every day. Each time you eat a bowl of lentils or a serving of black beans, you're sending an army of tiny protectors into your bloodstream. They travel through your body, find the weak, tired, or inflamed areas, and start calming them down. They reduce inflammation, help cells communicate better, and even trigger pathways that encourage new muscle growth. It's incredible how something so small and affordable can do so much. But here's the thing, not all beans are equal in this regard. The darker the bean, the higher its antioxidant power. Black beans, red kidney beans, and Adzuki beans are loaded with compounds that rival blueberries in green tea and antioxidant levels. When you eat these regularly, you're not only feeding your muscles protein, but also protecting them from the oxidative stress that usually slows down aging adults. That's why people who include a wide variety of colored beans in their diets often report better recovery after exercise, less joint pain, and even smoother skin, because the same compounds that protect muscles also protect collagen and connective tissue. Let's talk about how this works at the cellular level. Inside every muscle cell, you have tiny energy factories called mitochondria. These are responsible for turning food into usable energy. But over time, mitochondria can get damaged from oxidative stress, leading to fatigue, weakness, and slower muscle function. The polyphenols in beans act like shields for your mitochondria. They improve mitochondrial function, reduce DNA damage, and even promote the creation of new, healthy mitochondria, which means more energy, better endurance, and stronger muscle performance. For older adults, this is game-changing because one of the biggest challenges with aging is not having enough cellular energy to stay active. Now combine that with the fact that polyphenols also improve circulation. They help relax blood vessels, allowing more oxygen and nutrients to reach your muscles. So when you're walking, lifting, or doing any activity, your muscles are getting better fuel delivery. That's what keeps them from tiring too fast. It's like upgrading the engine of your body. The same effort gives you more output. And the beauty is you don't need supplements or expensive powders to get these benefits. They're already waiting inside every handful of beans you cook. Most people underestimate how inflammation silently eats away at their strength. You might not feel it as pain right away. It starts as stiffness, fatigue, or slower recovery after doing simple tasks. Over time, chronic inflammation can weaken your muscles and joints. But the polyphenols in beans are natural anti-inflammatories. They work like gentle healers, calming overactive immune responses that cause muscle tissue breakdown. The result, less soreness after activity, faster repair, and better flexibility. That's why many people who switch from heavy meat-based diets to more legume-rich diets notice they feel lighter and recover faster. It's not just about cutting fat or calories. It's about flooding your system with natural compounds that keep inflammation in check, and it's not only your muscles that benefit. Your tendons, ligaments, and joints rely on collagen and elastin, proteins that need protection from oxidative damage too. Polyphenols and antioxidants help slow the breakdown of these structural proteins. That means fewer aches, better mobility, and a stronger overall foundation for muscle work. Imagine moving through your day without that morning stiffness or feeling like your knees and shoulders are made of sandpaper. That's the kind of freedom these tiny compounds can help restore. Another little known benefit of polyphenols is their impact on muscle insulin sensitivity. When your muscles are sensitive to insulin, they absorb glucose more efficiently and use it for energy instead of storing it as fat. As people age, insulin sensitivity tends to drop, leading to fatigue, weakness, and weight gain. But the antioxidants in beans help reverse that decline. They make your muscles more responsive, which not only supports better energy, but also allows protein synthesis, the actual process of building muscle, to happen more effectively. So by reducing oxidative stress and improving insulin action, Beans help your muscles stay metabolically young. Let's not forget how powerful the combination of fiber and polyphenols really is. They work together like a symphony. The fiber feeds good gut bacteria, and those bacteria in turn transform polyphenols into even more active forms that circulate through your body longer. These transformed compounds can linger in your bloodstream for hours, continuously protecting your muscles and organs. It's a beautiful feedback loop. The more beans you eat, the healthier your gut becomes, and the stronger your antioxidant protection gets. This means you're not only getting a short-term benefit, but building a long-term defense system against muscle aging. And the story doesn't stop at antioxidants. Polyphenols also activate something called the NRF2 pathway, a natural switch in your body that turns on your internal defense systems. When NRF2 is activated, your cells start producing their own antioxidants, like glutathione, which help cleanse toxins and repair damaged tissues. This process becomes weaker with age, but the polyphenols in beans can turn it back on. That's like reactivating your body's youth switch, giving your cells the ability to protect themselves better. It's one of the reasons why people who eat more polyphenol-rich foods tend to live longer and stay more active. Here's something else few people realize. Oxidative damage doesn't just affect your muscles directly. It also affects your nervous system, which controls muscle coordination and strength. When your nerves are under stress, your muscle signals weaken, leading to imbalance and slower reflexes. The antioxidants in beans protect nerve cells from oxidative stress, helping you maintain better coordination, balance, and reaction time. That's why legume-rich diets are linked to lower fall risks among seniors. The benefits go far beyond muscle. They touch every part of how your body moves and responds. Even the skin and connective tissues around your muscles benefit. Polyphenols improve microcirculation, the tiny capillaries that deliver oxygen and nutrients to your skin and deeper tissues. Better blood flow means faster recovery from muscle strain, less inflammation in joints, and a youthful glow that comes from the inside. That's why traditional diets high in legumes, like the Mediterranean or Okinawan diets, are known not only for longevity, but for vitality. Their secret isn't one magic food. It's the synergy of nutrients and antioxidants working in harmony day after day. The colors of the beans also matter because each pigment represents a slightly different antioxidant family. Black beans are rich in anthocyanins, which protect against DNA damage and muscle fatigue. Red kidney beans are full of catechins, the same compounds that make green tea famous for its anti-aging effects. Pinto and brown beans contain ferulic acid and chlorogenic acid, which have been shown to support muscle metabolism and protect against oxidative damage in muscle fibers. So when you mix different beans throughout the week, you're giving your body a complete spectrum of protection. It's like painting your health with every color nature offers. If you're wondering how this translates into real life, think about what happens when you go for a walk, lift light weights, or do your daily chores. Your muscles break down tiny fibers during the activity, and your body has to repair them afterward. Without enough antioxidants, that process is slow and incomplete, leaving you sore or weak. But when your diet is rich in polyphenols and plant compounds, your body repairs faster, the new muscle fibers are stronger, and you feel more capable every day. That's why so many people who switch to a bean-centered diet report having more stamina and less soreness, even with moderate exercise. Polyphenols also play a subtle but powerful role in hormonal balance. As we age, hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormones start to decline, affecting muscle maintenance. Certain polyphenols, like those in black beans and lentils, help regulate enzymes that influence these hormones, supporting a more balanced environment for muscle growth and repair. They don't act like artificial boosters. Instead, they help your body optimize its natural rhythm. This keeps muscle protein synthesis going at a steady rate instead of declining with age. Let's also talk about the mental aspect of aging and fitness. It's easy to lose motivation when your body feels tired or slow to recover. But when your diet nourishes both your muscles and your brain, your mood, focus, and motivation rise. Polyphenols improve blood flow to the brain, reduce inflammation in neural pathways, and boost neurotransmitter activity. That means you feel sharper, more positive, and more likely to stick with your movement goals. This mental clarity becomes another layer of strength because staying active isn't just physical, it's emotional and mental too. Now, when you think of food as medicine, beans become one of the most affordable healing tools on the planet. Every serving delivers a balance of protein, fiber, minerals, and protective compounds that work together to slow the aging process from multiple angles. They protect your heart, your brain, your gut, and your muscles, not separately, but as one connected system. That's the key to lasting strength, not focusing on just one area, but nourishing the whole body so it can perform as a unit. What's even more inspiring is that these effects compound over time. One serving of beans won't change your body overnight, but consistent intake gradually shifts your biology, your inflammation markers drop, your energy increases, your recovery speeds up, and your cells adapt to this new level of protection. It's like training your body from the inside out to handle stress and recover like it did years ago. That's why cultures that eat legumes daily have not only lower disease rates, but also maintain muscle function far longer than those who rely heavily on animal protein alone. And there's a spiritual beauty in this. Two, the idea that something as humble as a bean, something most people overlook, can hold such profound potential for healing and vitality. It's a reminder that nature has already given us what we need. We just have to listen, to choose wisely, and to stay consistent. Every meal becomes a chance to build not only muscle, but resilience. The quiet kind of strength that keeps you moving gracefully through every stage of life.